right. We're back at it. It is day one. You guys ready to rumble? I'm gonna get my weights. I'm gonna get my weights. Alright, here we go. Day one. We're all in. You guys ready for a little action? Alright, let's warm up. Is it chilly outside? It's almost time for short sleeves. Alright, here we go. Some leg swings. Here we go. Today we got shorter time and more rounds. That's what's happening. Alright, oh, stiff. And 2 and 1. Here we go. Other side. Kick it up. Kick it into gear. So shorter sets is only like 40 seconds. Alright. So the total time. That's why everybody has 3 sets and they're like, no, not 3. The total time is what we look at, which will be the same as 2 sets. So you could go heavier. 3, 2, 1. Let's go wide stance. And you're just going to lean into that side lunge. You're going to hold your position. One leg bent, one leg straight. And you're going to go to the other side. Bend that leg. Alright, wide stance. And then one more time to the other side. Alright. Sitting back. And last time. There we go. And bring in those feet closer together, and we're going to reach on down. Oh, what is happening? Can you get to the floor? You guys, this early in the workout? And then slowly come on back up. And we will kick our butts. Here we go. Butt kicks. Run it out if you can. You don't want to sprint it out. It's a slow jog. Because we are starting out hot and heavy here, I think. Row and push. Wow. That's definitely AT material. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so the first couple we have ladders. Alright, so 2 moves and you just keep increasing the reps. But we're starting out tough. We're going right to push-ups and renegade row. Alright? So, on the row, it's going to be one side, left side, the first round. Alright? So you're going to do 1 push-up, 1 row on the left side. You're going to do 2 and 2 and just go up the ladder. Alright? So let's start out with 1 and 1. Put 1 push up, 1 row on the left. All right, here we go. And again, it's 40 seconds. Here we go. Let's do it. 1 and 1. Yeah. 2 and 2. Come on. We'll start, like I said, we're right into this. 3. You guys might be ahead of me. And then we're going to come right back up. And let me see what we got. All right, now we're going to ladder RDLs and squats. All right? Oh, so let's start 1 and 1. 1 RDL, and then 1 squat. Give me 2. Come on. Oh, looks good. Might get 4. That's it. Good work, good work. All right, we're going to go under rows. So if you want to do your bands, pull. All right, you want to do dumbbells? Pull. Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Come on. So this is set up 4 by 4, except for the last one. Yes. Well, that is 4. So left and a right. That's a good squeeze. Come on. Seems like that's taking longer than 40 seconds. All right. All right, now we're going to go 1 dot. All right, so you're going side to side. You're reaching down. 1 dot, 1 dot, 1 dot. All right, so that mod is you slow it down. You go 1 dot. You go 1 dot. All right, A-teamers, quick feet. Come on. Push through. And these are quad sets. We call them 4. And then you take your minute. Because it's fast and furious. The stupidest franchise ever. 10 movies. All the same thing. Hey, but they make money. All right, there you have round 1. Quick set. Quick little sit. All right. Because we got 3 rounds. Alright, slightly different in the last round though. Some of the stuff. Alright, so we're going to start out with that. Right back to the floor. Alright, this time you're doing the right side with the row. Alright, start at 1. Alright, 1 push up, 1 row. On the right side. Here we go. All right, round 2. Come on. 2 and 2. Come on. Yes. Yes, indeed. right, back up. RDL and squat. Start at 1 each. Here we go. 1. Big squat. All the way down. Yeah. So we'll probably get the 4. That's a good number. Come on. Don't count on me because I'm losing track. All right, here we go. Under row. Either your bands or your dumbbells. Let's pull. Come on. Goes by quick. Depends how quickly we start. There we are. That's it. Big squeeze. Come on, squeeze back. All right. Sometimes you have to use both dumbbells because you really get that squeeze. So if you have to lighten up the dumbbells to get that squeeze, then lighten up the dumbbells. All right. That's it. And pull. Come on. All right, here we go. We're going to 1 dot it. So you're just going side to side quickly. You're reaching down. All right, you reach. You reach. You switch hands. You reach side to side. Quick feet. Quick. Let's go. Come on. Pushing through. Yes. All the way. Come on down. You're all in. Come on, round number 2. Yes. Round number 2. All right, so in this 3rd round, you're going to do 20 seconds of push-ups and then 20 seconds of alternating renegade row. All right, so it's going to be 20-20. All right, and then when we come up, we're going to start at 4 and move the way down the ladder. All right? All right, so let's do this. Everybody get ready, 20 seconds. So now you get 2 dumbbells. All right? So make sure you have 2 because then you can jump from one exercise to the next. All right, 20 seconds of push-ups. All right, not that bad, right? Here we go, 20 seconds. Let's go. Come on. That's it. Come on. Push. And row. Alternating rows. Come on, 20 seconds. Yes. All right, back up. Now we start with 4 RDLs and then 4 squats. And then work your way down. All right. See if we can get to 1. Who knows? Let's go. All the way down. I'm going to test to see if I can get down to 1. 2, 1, and 1. All right, right at the buzzer. All right, now you're going to alternate your underhand row. You're going to alternate pulls. Here we go. Let's do it. Pull. Come on. Don't need to rush through this. Right back, right towards your hip. Yeah, gonna push through. Come on down. Yes. Yes, indeed. Come on. Yeah. All right, finally, 1 dot. 1 dot stays the same, except you're going to go faster this time. You're going to cruise. Let's go. Come on. I should just see a flash. That's how we roll. Come on. That's how we roll. All is good. Come on. Let's work through this. Come on. Round number 3. There's always little changes. Little changes. All right, that is good. All right, next circuit. It is mostly lunges, core, shoulder, triceps. All right. Not a lot of floor work today, it looks like. Save that for the other classes. All right, so we're going to start with shoulders. All right. So we're going to do a little dip. So dip, press, dip, press. You use that momentum with your legs. Not a squat, little dip. So you drive up, right up with that weight. All right? All right, so first round is shoulders. Let me see what the last round is. Oh, then I split it up 20-20. All right, so you guys ready to shoulder press? All right, 2 dumbbells, alternating. Here we go, round 1. Let's go. Up, little dip. Come on. Because the dip kind of helps get that weight up there. Yes, it does. Good. Come on. I'm choking. That's a first. I'm so excited about the dip. All right, we're going to go reverse reverse lunge. We're going to ladder on a calf raise on the right side. So you're going to step back with your left. All right? And you're going to hold that position. You're low. Calf raise. 1. All right? And then 2 calf raises. All right, you got it? Here we go. And again, the right calf. Calf. Get that left knee down. Let's go. Full range of motion. You should be on the blue pad. You're low. Calf. Yes. All is good. Come on. All is fantastic. Yes, indeed. All right, now we're going to hold the dumbbell, an 8 or a 10. All right? And with left hand, we're just going to hold it straight up. And you're going to lift your leg up, alternating. So lift. All right? Lift. Get that knee up nice and high. And we are hitting the core. Up. Come on. Shoulders and core. Up. Let's go. Come on. That's how we roll around here. Come on. That's why we're using an 8 or a 10. There we go. Yes. All right, grab a dumbbell for a lateral raise. All right, we're going to go side lunge to the left, lateral raise on the right. All right, so this is your cardio leg. So you're stepping out to the left, come back, lateral. Here we go. Get some good reps here. Get some good reps. Let's make this count. Come on. Yes. Heart rate's going to be up. Without jumping. Reach down low towards that foot. Want that full range of motion. Explode right off that heel. Get back. Come on. Yes. All right, there is round number 1 with some left and rights. All right, round number 2 is we do triceps on that first exercise. All right, so you have a choice. Best exercise in this spot would be French press. All right, but if that's too much for your neck or shoulders, then just do kickbacks. All right, just do kickbacks. And then the final set, we'll do 20 and 20 again. Show you when we get there. I'm thinking ahead. All right, so you're ready for round number 2? All right, here we go, triceps. Let's do it. Let's roll. All right, we're good. Come on. Hide that dumbbell. Show it. Yes. All the way down. Come on. This is probably your top tricep exercise you can do with a dumbbell. It's always a debate. I always change my mind, don't I? Between the skull and this, but the same idea. Here we go. Because you get that big stretch. All right, grab your 2 dumbbells for your reverse lunge. All right, so now you're stepping back with the right leg, and we're going to ladder the calf on the left side, all right? All right, here we go. Again, you're going to get full lunges, so when you do your calf raise, that knee is down. All right, let's start. Here we go. 1. Step back. Come on. 1. Nice and high on those calves. I should say on that calf. Because the other one's stretching out also. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got this. Let's roll. Let's roll. Come on. Yes. All right, so now you're holding that, whatever you used last time, the 8 or the 10, in your right hand. Lock out that arm. All right, this looks simple. The key for this one is make sure that knee comes up nice and high so you really get that core activation. Here we go. So lift. Come on. Lift. Let's roll. You won't see this in the gym. I'm not doing that in front of people. Where did we go wrong with today's youth? What the hell? Oh, my advice to anybody out there, don't have children. Really. Melissa's like, will you shut up? Melissa, give me a break, will you? I'm on. All right, where was I? All right, so now we do that lateral on the left side. We're going to step to the right. All right, here we go. Step in and lateral. All right, take your time getting to the exercise. There's 20 seconds in between. That's how we rock and roll here. Big step, come on. That's it, come on. All right, did I get it all in? Yes, round 2. Then just let the timer run out. Round two. We're kicking back. All right, so on this one, we're combining the shoulders and the tris here. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to grab 2 dumbbells that you can do tricep with. All right, so now you're going to press them up and then tricep. All right, everybody good? All right, ready to give this a shot so that the exercises kind of change, all 4 of them. All right, same patterns. All right, here we go. Round number 3. Let's work it. Up. Tap those shoulders. Let's go. Tap in front. Tap in back. Come on. Up. Tap. Let's go. So this makes the core exercise really fun. Yes. Yes, it does. Come on. Yes. Pushing through. All right, now we just go reverse lunges by themselves, alternating. All right, so hold your dumbbells by your sides and alternate your reverse lunge. Again, full range. Your legs are all warmed up easily by this point, right? Takes me a while. Takes me to the second circuit. There we go. You guys, you're warmed up right away. Right, A-teamers? There we go. Come on. Let's right, so on that march, now you're going to grab 2 dumbbells. All right, one in each hand. You're going to lock out both arms. All right, no need to start early because this one gets to you quickly. All right, so again, you're locked out. And then you are taking a nice march, lift. All right, lift. So you get that little balance. You relax in the neck. You're not shrugging. And up. Come on. All the way up. All the way up. We got this. We got this. Yes. Come on. Then you're going to keep one of these dumbbells for your side lunge. Whoa. Even with light weights. All right, so we're just alternating our side lunge with a dumbbell. You're going to reach down. All right, so reach. All right, other side. Reach. Come on. Let's make this happen. Let's go. Come on. Side to side. Yes. Another one hits. Another one down. Another one down. So that'll leave us, let's see, 2, 4, 6. I think we got it. That might work out. That might work out for all of us. There we go. For all of us. All right, so we're going to start out with biceps. We're going to do 5, 5, 5. All right. So what you're going to do, we're going to go 5 half reps and then 5 half reps, but starting from the middle, and then 5 full. All right, so if you just want to do it with me here, you can do that or on your own, but try to go at the same pace. All right, we good? All right, so let's start out with 5 half curls. You're just coming up to 90 degrees. Heat's on, what the hell? All right, here we go. Let's try this together. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop in the middle. 5 middle to top. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 full. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab weights for hammer curl. We're going to go front lunge hammer. All right, front lunge hammer. All right, so you go forward, come back, and on that side, you hammer time. Other side, front lunge, come back, hammer on that side. Got it? Here we go. Come on. Yes. We are rock and rolling here. Yes. We are all in. Yeah. is good. Come on down. All right, tap, tap, down. All right, so you know the tap, tap, down. All right, tap, tap, down. Tap, tap, down. All right, so you know that. Maud, calf, calf, down. Calf, calf, down. Alternating on that. Here we go. Yes. Yes. Too hot. I don't like the heat on. I don't like it at all. Yes. Crack it up a storm here. All right. Yeah. All is good. Yes. All right, little sip. Get ready for the last round. All right, so grab those. Grab those. What happened? Oh, I didn't adjust it. All right, so now we're going to start that bicep. You're going to start from the middle up. All right, so now you're halfway, and then you're going full. You're half, full. All right, you ready for the last round? Going all out. All right, guys? All right, let's give it a shot. Let's give this a shot. Let me synchronize my watch. All right, here we go. All right, half. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up to half. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, half to full. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go with our front lunge. Front lunge hammer. All right, here we go. Why is this? All right, start it up and I'll readjust this damn watch. It says 0 for some reason. All right, keep that going and I will fix it. All right, keep going. Again, you're just hammering. Come on. Holy crap. All right, so we're moving smoothly. Here we go. And then hammer. And again, get that full front lunge if you can, if you're healthy enough, if you're lucky enough. Right? All is good. This better work. Do I need a new battery? Do I need a new battery here? I think I may. All right, last with the tap, tap down. Again, you're going as quick as you can. You're going for all out speed. You with me? You with me? All right, let's try it. I'm going to do a longer set. This is the longer set, so, all right, let me fix this. All right, tap, tap down. Finish. All right, here we go. Tap, tap, down. Tap, tap, down. Let's push. Come on. Down. Yes. I should have had my... Come on. You got this. Push through. Come on. It's your last interval, longer interval to finish. Got about 20 seconds. Yes. And we will be on to the end. And 3, and 2, and there you have day 1 edition of whatever you want to do. All right, guys, that was wonderful. Starting out day 1. All right, and we'll be on our way. Oh, happy spring, everybody. All right, happy spring. How many more days? Here we go. We can count them now. Clock's on Sunday. All right, we're on our way. It's about damn time. All right, thank you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Can we do this again? All right, I'll be here. All right, thanks guys. All right, see you very soon. Bye everybody.